Hi everyone. As we wait for other people to join, if you can see me, just let me know that you are here. Let's see. If you can see me or if you can hear me, please let me know. So, I think now we've got a good angle. If you can hear me or you can see me, please just let me know. Okay. Okay. Now, okay. Someone saying they can hear me very well. Okay, it's been long since I last had the live, so I can't remember the settings very well. Anyway, I'll just start so that the video won't be very long, and I'm going to continue. You can be putting your questions down. So now I'm going to first start off with the questions that I got from Instagram. You know, within less than 6 hours, I got almost 40 questions. Well, I noticed that most of them were similar. So after screening, I remained with 40 of them. Anyway, thank you for being here today. My name is Snomhlanga. I'm a nurse in Germany. And on this live today, I'll be answering all your questions. I haven't been ignoring them. I've been so busy, and the questions that you can pop here are anything related to how you can relocate to Germany, on how you can be a nurse, or questions related to nursing if you're already a qualified nurse in Germany, and also questions about just the general life here, what you wish to know. If there is something you can't find an answer to about living in Germany, now it's the time where I'm going to tell you live that give you all the details, all the information of what I know. And yeah, whilst we are here, you see there is this sign which is like this. Yeah, just under my picture. You just go and hit it, okay? So yeah. The first question was what type of you in your videos? We see you in different hospitals or care home. What do you do? You know, so I am a registered nurse in Germany. I did the Altenpfleger Ausbildung, which is the geriatric nursing. It was already a specialty. So after I qualified, on my last placement, I was at a, so whilst I was there, I got the opportunity to advance my studies and be a neurointensive nurse, the nurse who deals with ventilation when someone is in coma, all those things. When someone can't breathe properly, where you have to block the lungs, open the lungs, where they've got the tracheal cannules. This is where I used to work. So I did an for that. So which qualified me to work in most hospitals with such patients. And also because of the staff shortage in nursing. So most hospitals in Germany now do not say, no, you trained in a nursing home, you trained in a disability home, you stay there, or you trained in a hospital, you stay there. Now you can work wherever you want, where there is an available vacancy. They offer you that opportunity. So I used it. That's what made me direct from after school, after the nursing college, I went to the hospital. And the reason was, yeah, I wanted to gain more experience. So fast forward some years later after I qualified, I wanted to earn more money and have more flexibility because of my family situation. So that's why it made me go to the travel nursing, which is what I'm currently doing. Hence, you maybe these 3 months I'm in a maternity ward. In the coming 3 months, you'll see me in the ER. You'll see me in a physiotherapy place. You'll see me in a nursing home. I now have managed to gain so much experience, which has allowed me to be in different places. So this is what's all about with the nursing, with this type of nursing which I do. If you are flexible, if you've got good experience, it's an added advantage for you. Okay, and then the second question was, where do you love it the most? In Zimbabwe or in Germany or in South Africa? Yeah, these three countries are where I am, from birth, when I was growing up, and then from my adult life. This is where my roots are. But the deep roots, I know, the deep, deep, deep one. So, yeah, I would live in all these three countries for because I love all of them in different ways. In Germany, I love it for the stable life, and for that I've got a job here. I've got some things here, so I love it here for the opportunities, right, and for the peace of mind. And then South Africa, for that social life, for the nice food, I would choose to be in South Africa. And then Zimbabwe, you know, the heart is always there. When I want peace, when I want to I don't know, not to get that more life, to recharge my soul. That's the best place where I can do it. And this is a place, I've now been thinking maybe when I retire, that's where I'm going, where I want, that life with no stress, man. I can't explain it fully. So I love those three countries the most. And what should we expect this year on your channel? Okay, on my channel this year, expect to see more traveling content, expect to see about food. For those who do not know or don't follow me on Instagram, I'm Banting Mommy Snomhlang. So I did a weight loss program some years ago after I became a mother, and that's how I became Banting Mommy, and I lost a lot of weight, which I am coming to do now. So this is what I'll be doing. I'll be sharing a lot of recipes and some things here. So now I just want a jump start, slowly going back to that old Banting Mommy. So I'm just giving myself the next 2 weeks, you will start seeing like a lot of those, because I'm committing, right? And then another question there was, which country did you visit more than twice and why? The country which I'll say Czech Republic. I've been there for more than, I think, four or five times. Yeah. I just love it. It's peaceful. It's just a beautiful country. I really, really loved it. Yeah. And then, how can one stay happy in marriage? That was the fifth question. I'm not a marriage expert. I've been married for more than 10 years. But all I can say is, don't compare your marriage to someone else's, because you do not know what they've invested in that marriage, what they do, how they communicate with their partner. How do you afford to travel so much? I work, and I work very hard. As you can see behind me, all those are fridge magnets from some places that we have visited. Oh, I'm in the kitchen today. So yeah, I work so much, and we save, and also we look when we are planning a trip. We are just three in our family, so we, like, on everyone's birthday we travel. And also we look at least one time we travel, it has to be in a city. We just love to see a big city or even a small city, and then one has to be at the beach. Definitely. And then another one, what do you like? What we like? Let's say maybe it's a party city or a sporting city or whatever. We just look which one fits on our budget, because all of our travels we pay cash, we don't go on credit, so we have to look at the budget. And yeah, that's the trip. And also, when you travel to one place, you'll be motivated to travel to another place. That's how we do it. Are you going to live in Germany forever? No, I won't live in Germany forever. Maybe, but no. I want to live in Bulawayo, guys. I want to live in Matebele land. Maybe after some years, I definitely want to live there. Otherwise, here, yeah, my adult life when I'm working, and so it's okay. I do not complain. What is ninth question was, what is your dream destination? Yo, I don't know. I've never been to Maldives. Everyone has been there and I wish to see it. But otherwise, I don't have a dream destination. I just want to visit all countries of the world. What Weiterbildung can I do after Altenpflege Ausbildung? So a Weiterbildung is a study you do after your nursing. How you can advance. So Altenpflege Ausbildung, you can do quality management, Qualitätsmanagement. That's a good one. You'll be focusing on the quality of standards in that establishment. You can do Pflegedienstleitung. You will be the hospital matron. You can do a studium. Yeah, you go to the uni, study a little bit. You can be a pedagogue, the teacher. You can teach other nurses. You can teach nursing students. To school for that, so that you are the director of that nursing home. Or yeah, is it director or manager? You can do wound management. You can do palliative care. What else can you do, guys? There are a lot of them. Gerontopsychiatry. You specialize in psychiatry. It's also something good. And all of these things offer you more money. And one also which you is praxis anleiter. You can be when the students in English is called the clinical instructor. So when students are when they come back from school, you can be the one who teach them the practical side of nursing. Oh yeah, now the sun is, yeah, it's really shining a lot here. Let me reduce the window. the window sill. Okay. Right. So it's still not better, but yeah, much more better. Okay. And then it says, what are you afraid of the most? I'm afraid of death. If you are a parent, you always think about, okay, what if I leave my children, my family, and all that? I'm afraid of death. Even I get panic attacks when I see a missed call from home. We Africans, we inform each other about death at night. So when I get a missed call, even two, when it's three, it's even worse. I'm afraid to even call back. I'm afraid of death so much. Oh, let me close it completely. I wanted a bit of light, from a natural light from outside, but it looks like no. I have to operate like it completely. Yeah. How can a nurse make, I mean, proper, genuine money? Okay, you can look into different types of nursing. They are like, it depends on where you want to work. So some departments pay more. If you are in, let's say, in a hospital, look into working at the ER, the emergency department. Look into working in the ICU or anesthesia. Those departments pay more, different tariff compared to the other ones. If you are in a bedside nurse, you can look into doing maybe more night duty and more weekend shifts. That way you can make more money. If you want a little bit more, you can be doing the Schichtleitung. I know some hospitals and clinics where I've worked before. Let's say on the weekend, you are the shift, the charge nurse in English it's called. You can, as a church nurse, over the weekend, when someone calls in, you have to organize someone to take their shift and all that. If you do those things, then you are going to get a little bit more money. And also, if you are off duty, when you take when they call you to come and do an extra shift, if you do that, then you are going to get more money. And then if you think, no, that's slow money and all that, you can look into travel nursing, the Zeitarbeit nursing. This is what I do. Here you can earn a lot of more. For example, let's say you are starting, they start you, let's just say 25 euros, for example, right? And you know, in a month, you work 150 hours, for example. So 25 times 150 is just your basic salary. So whilst you are still there, if you do not just morning, you do afternoon and night duty, all those incentives are a lot when you add them at the end of the month. You are also Morgan scale, which is like every day you go to work. If you work regionally, it's 14 euros. If you work the whole country, it's 28 euros a day for food. Yeah. You know, they're just taking care of you for that the moment you leave work. So you see, let's say you're working Bundesweit, so 28 euros a day, and you happen to have got to work that month for 20 days. Calculate it yourself. You see, the money goes up. And if you more shifts, you also get more money. Let's say in a month you set that, oh, I've got a target. You know, for me, those who know me, I love cooking. I love my Le Creuset toys. So I plan that, okay, this month I'm going to take just 2 extra shifts so I can go and buy my new dinner set, my new pot, my new cups. So you just plan it that way. If you do not like change, you can, let's say, work in a nursing home and be a Dauernachtwache. This one, you will be a full-time nurse at that particular nursing home, and you only do night duty. At the end of the month, you'll be taking home a minimum of 3,500 net. That's the range. So anything from 3.5, you are safe. And remember, it also the other things which can affect your location, but usually that's the amount that you can be taking home. 3,500 euros in your bank account, guys. It's something. It's especially if you're a couple, you can live comfortable. And if you do not like it, like you do not extra days, long week, what, you can look into eins to eins nursing. This one, you've got only one patient and you are in their home, for example. So when you are there, you're taking care of them in their home, or maybe it's a small clinic, just intensive clinic, maybe with just 5 patients or so. If you are taking care of them, the working hours are 12 hours. So if it's 12 hours a shift, you make more money. They also make minimum 3.5 or so a month. So it's also good money. Um then also a similar question is What is better, Zeitarbeit or eins to eins nursing? Watch out, there is a video which is coming where I'll be with someone who does this eins and eins nursing. You see the comparison, you get to know a bit of information about that, which it will answer all your questions. And then nursing, is Zeitarbeit nursing worth it? Yes, it's worth it. It depends on why you even joined it. For me, I joined it for flexibility. I love traveling, I love having free days, and I also love working. So it offered me that I do not have to plan a vacation for August, like giving my days now. No, I can even give it in July. It's okay when I'm now sure when I'm taking my vacation. So I plan my own shifts. I know when I want to work. So I maybe 7 days. Seven, yeah, I get 10 days off. And then I go back again. So by in a month I plan to work maybe 15 days. And then I have the rest of the month, maybe 16 days off. If the month has got 31 days, then I have got time to make these videos for you and research about them. And also, with the Zeitarbeit, like if you do not love work drama, this work politics is the best thing, which is what I don't like, work politics. So I'm only at your clinic or your hospital for, let's say, 3 months. Before you start getting used to people, your contract is over, you are gone. It's so sad. Sometimes you are there, you hear them, these two are besties. Tomorrow the other one is sick, or they just stood up and went to the toilet. They are gossiping about each other. So you are not part of those things. You do not know them, you see. So some people have, like, I've never seen them, but I know we work together. Some I just know the name from seeing the Dean's plan, where the shifts table, that, oh, there is someone like this. Oh, okay. Well, I'm a night duty nurse, so it's even worse. I don't know 80% of the colleagues. I might see fachkrafts, like the staff nurses, who only come for handover. I don't know anyone else will. It's peaceful, and of course, money. It's good. It's really worth it. If you have got projects, if you've got goals, let's say you want to pay off debt quickly, you want to build your mansion in Africa, you want to buy a car, you want to save for a house deposit, Zeitarbeit is worth it. It's one of the legit ways how you can make your money quickly. Yeah, I think, yeah, for me, it's worth it. Maybe it's because I'm doing it and it's worth it. So far, I've been doing it, guys, for more than 3 years. So I'm happy. So far, I'm really also for time. I plan, okay, that when they give me a list of places where I can go to, I know which place I can choose. I don't want to be driving more than 1 hour going to work. So I choose places which are closer to me. And because I've got enough experience, I've worked in different departments, almost like hospitals close to where I live, nursing homes, whatever. They always need someone. So I just work close from home. Now I only drive maximum 15 minutes to work. And it's so worth it that, oh, by the way, I now have got another car, a company car from the Zeitarbeit with a fuel card. I don't pay fuel. I don't think about service. I just book it. Oh, I'm bringing the car to a certain garage closer to home, that please check for service. And with this car, I can even drive to Netherlands. I can drive to Poland with it. And I don't pay for fuel. I just do anything I want. Like, it's my own car. So for me, it's really, really worth it. When we now have to drive long distances, where we have to carry things, because my own private car, I only take it out 1 or 2 days when I'm off duty, to not to make not to make it there. And then what's another one here? How what what does your husband do? Oh, he loves me. He provides for the family. He does everything in this household. Yeah. And this channel is not about husband, guys. It's about me. Me. Let's leave him alone, okay? Yeah, he's a private person. He doesn't love social media. So yeah, he's there. He's there for me. He supports me. He's the one who bought the camera to shoot the videos, right? Okay. He's the one who laughs at my content. So I think I've answered your question. How many children do you have? I'm blessed with one boy. Um, what's something that people do not know about you? Guys, I am an introvert, which is shocking to people. Before, I used to be an extrovert. When I was growing up in school and all that, I was very loud and, too much. But now, I'm here. When I'm talking like this, I'm bubbly, I'm open and all that. But the moment you sit next to me at work, some people say, this woman is just so quiet. Even talk. Hey, I'm afraid of people, guys. I'm afraid that's something introvert. I feel great when I'm at home, when I'm cleaning, when I'm at home, you know. But the moment I am at a place where there are a lot of people, I'm so reserved. I don't know, maybe it's growing up, but now I've gotten to be afraid of people. I don't know what. I'm just now. Yeah. Maybe it's because I did it over too much back then. Okay. And then another question: when are cooking videos coming up? This week I'm going to bless you with one. Definitely, it's coming. What when? Oh, I can't remember which where am I? Okay. Do you have friends? What's your friendships? Yes, I do have friends. I've got two very close friends. We are mothers. We talk about anything and everything, which is cool. And I've got other friends, people that I was friends with back then. We are still in contact. We can go on for 3 months without talking to each other. And the moment we talk, it's like friends policy. We don't talk every day, but when we talk, we catch up for the last 6 months. We never spoke to each other. She's also a mom in her own space over there. So yeah, for me, take on friendships. Friendships, you have to understand each other, and you have to be intentional when it comes to friendships. Not everyone deserves to be in your space. So you have to differentiate on how you define a friend. You have to know that. So that's me. Like that. I have got two. They're enough because they pour into my cup in as much as I pour into their cups. So we balance each other, we understand each other, and I am happy and I'm blessed to have these two ladies as my sisters. It's we've had one of them. We have been friends for years. One we have been friends for 30. Oh yeah, kindergarten when I was 5 years old until today. So it's now 30 years of friendship. So that's friendship, quality over quantity. Um, what's that one again? Where am I? Guys, the list is long, so I'm just trying to pick. What's your favorite food? Anything with meat. If anything with meat. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen most of my dishes have got meat. That's what I love. Uh, this one, your skin is glowing. What's your make to get one of the makeup artists? Try something on my face. You are going to see the video tomorrow or day after tomorrow. It's about makeup as a side hustle, so you will see it. It's something great. Okay, let me see here the comments that we have. I'm saying, uh, Mike Ncube Unjani, can you do Ausbildung with online certificate already in Germany? Like, what do you mean online certificate? I don't get that part. What online certificate do you have? And then German Life Unlocked. Hi. What do you know about the TVOD salary negotiation for nurses? I'm not sure of the TVOD because I don't get paid through it. Like my company doesn't use it. But all I know is when I did a mini job at a company which offered TVOD, what they do is sorry, what they do is you when you are negotiating for your salary, it depends on your experience, and because the salary table is already there isn't much flexibility unless if you do something, for example a Weiterbildung. Let's say you are now there, you notice that there isn't a palliative nurse, you can quickly go and do a palliative Weiterbildung, which is just 6 months. So your salary table, your salary goes on the next Stufe, the higher table. Yeah, I think that's what I know. Oh, and yeah, I think there isn't much room for negotiating your salary over there compared to Zeitarbeit. In Zeitarbeit, you can say, no, can my salary be reviewed 6 months? You are more flexible, or you can, what I usually do is like, look, I by the way, I no longer call in sick a lot now. I'm very disciplined. So they see you don't call in sick, you take more extra shifts, you are making your agent money, and also you are making money for yourself. So if you do that, every 6 months, I can just say, guys, let's take a review. How has my performance been the last 6 months, the last 1 year? So I like to have maybe add 1 more euro, 2 more euros to my basic salary, like hourly rate. You see, that way it's better. But with TVOD, it's tricky because of that table. But I've noticed in the last, since after Corona, every time you see TVOD salaries are being reviewed, there is a salary increase. I think, yeah, it's a bit tight because it's more government, it's got a lot of government in it. Yeah, schon dich zu sehen, Shina Chidawat. Danke schön. With B1, can I do nursing Ausbildung? This is from Kaire to Martha. Hi, Martha. Yes, you can do it. Some institutions take you, especially if you apply to a nursing home, care home. By the time you finish your Ausbildung, you've done until B2. It can be a different case. Let's say now you've got B1, you apply to do your nursing. And in the course of your Ausbildung, let's say 6 months, 1 year later, you get married to a German person. Or you get married on your first week of your Ausbildung. Now, by the time you finish your Ausbildung, you've applied for a German citizenship. Now, the B1 Ausbildung won't be required because you are now a German citizen. That's a case which can happen. But some places do take you with B1. The most important thing is, can you read, can you write, can you understand German? Because now when you are at the language school, when you are being, and so it's different. You can get someone translating from English or from French or so, for you. But now, when you are it's different. You are now like, remember when you're in high school, when something was in English, it was in English. So that's how it is. It's a bit more hard work. So if you can now read and understand, then it's at your advantage. You can convince them that, okay, I know I'm going to pass my B2. And also, if you've got B1 and the school. Some schools, I know in Stuttgart area, there used to be a school which was in the German language called school. So maybe the normal lessons end at 2 o'clock. From 2:30 to 4:30, you're at a German language school, Monday to Friday. So if that's the case, the school is like that, then you're at an advantage. And then also, Kyrie to Martha, you ask, what is Zeitarbeit? Oh, this is also known as leasing nurses. And you are yes. You do not work, now you've qualified, right? You do not sign a contract with that specific hospital or care home or whatever. Instead, you sign it with an agent, or you are on your own, private, like you do not sign a contract with anyone to be employed by anyone. You be self-employed. Either you're self-employed or you are under an agent. That's Zeitarbeit nursing. So it works like this. I'll summarize. I did a video previously on it, and there's an updated video coming up again with some things that way. Yeah. So what happens with this nursing? Now you have signed. I'll use under an agency like what I do. I signed with my agency that I want to work for them. So their duty is to get me a place of working. Where do you work? So it's either you work regionally, which is 50 kilometers radius from your home address, from where you live, left, right, up, down, has to be 50 kilometers. Yeah. This is what's called, you work. And then you can work Bundesweit. Bundesweit means you work the whole of Germany. You can be living in Frankfurt, but you get placed in Hamburg for 3 months, for 4 months. You see. So your placements are usually 1 month to 18 months at one place. I have stayed in a certain hospital for 18 months. 18 months. You can go back to that hospital, but in between, take a break, maybe 1 month or 2 months, you work somewhere else. Then you go back to that place if you want, if they've got that offer for you. So this is like how the placements work. And then when it comes to the salaries of Zeitarbeit, you earn more than is contracted by that a hospital or a nursing home. This is where the most hatred comes. When you go to a ward, you are working with nurses who are qualified, who are employed by that hospital. When you are there, you do the same duties, and I think sometimes you do even less because some things you do not have access to. For example, the pharmacy, you can't order medication for patients, only them can be doing that and stuff. So when you do that, at the end of the day, you do hours, same break time, but your salaries are worlds apart. You make double, triple, or even 4 times more than them. That's where the salary huge difference is. So that nurse that you worked with could be earning, let's say, 2,000 euros. It's an example, yeah? 2,000 euros at the end of the month. You are clocking 6.5. You see the difference. So there are a lot of factors that influence to that. Like, are you Bundesweit or you are regional? And also, the Zeitarbeit, how you plan your leave days is different from that contractedness. How many days? It's usually the same. 30, I think in a year we've got 30 days. I can't remember. 30 working days. With those nurses who are contracted by that home and hospital, they have to give their leave days for the whole year in November. So for this year, they submitted them by latest 30 November. And there is this scribble always that, oh, In summertime, we've got 6 weeks holiday where you've got children. When you've got children, you've got first priority. But with Zeitarbeit, even if you want to take 6 weeks or 2 months holiday, it's up to you. You take it if you want it. So that's where the difference is. With them, some are limited. You can't be away from work for 3 weeks. You can't be away from work for 2 weeks. You can't take 2 months for leave. It's different compared to Zeitarbeit. In Zeitarbeit, you do like not as you please, but you can plan them according to how you want. And also, one of the greatest privileges, you plan your own shifts. You just say, okay, I would like to work from the 1st to the 10th, plan me night duty. From the 10th to the 25th, I want off days. And so far, I've traveled out of Germany 3 times and haven't taken my annual leave. So I'm still banking this year. So you see, every month I take at least 10 days off. I make sure I've got 10 days. Guys, with 10 days, you can travel to Bulawayo and come back. You see, so that's the difference. I hope, Martha, I defined Zeitarbeit for you in simpler, quickly terms. Yeah. And then is, sorry if I pronounced your name not good. Is mathematics at all level a requirement for the nursing house building? No, I don't have mathematics. I did ordinary level. I got a U in maths. It's not required here. So you are safe. German is lenient when it comes to that. I don't have biology. I'm an S. I only did integrated science and I passed it with the my certificates was for me to have a certificate to prove that I did ordinary level. I passed Ndebele, science, history, agriculture. My subjects are terrible, guys. What else did I pass? I can't read English. So, yeah, it wasn't such a they didn't require that, but we just wanted to see. But something which I was when I was asking, they saw some subjects where I've got a D. I think that was I can't remember which subjects where I had D's. They said, yeah, these are passes, you did well, but in my country they were not considered. They were called, you didn't pass them. Here they were called passes. So maths isn't a requirement. And I've got a friend who had 2 O-level subjects, 2, and I think fashion and fabrics or something. She had C's, and then she got 1 D and 2 E's. That's what she had on her certificate. She's an intensive care nurse in Germany. So you see, she was considered. They are not so uptight like a certain country. I won't mention names. And then Evelyn Chisunga, hi. And then, how long does it take to find FSJ? This is a voluntary service. With FSJ, the good thing is you can start. There are different dates. Some start in April, some in May, some in June. It's for you to find a place. If you apply, have an interview, and then maybe plan 2 months or so, because Germany has got a lot of paperwork. This one has to sign, that one has to stamp, that one has to check everything. So I would say if you are applying outside Germany, plan 2 months for you to find a place. If you apply to, let's say, 20 places, I'm sure one will respond. They will definitely respond. Say 2 months to be safe. But if you dedicate your time 1 week, you put applications, then even in 1 month you can get something. But for safety, let's just say 2 months. And then Martha says, who caters for flight when one is traveling? either you or the company that employed you. I know a certain agent which pay, they will look for the place for, oh, they start like this. They'll help you learn the German language. They'll help you find an Ausbildung place in Germany. They will pay for your flight ticket. You will do, yours is just to pay. Soon, if you are in Zimbabwe, I'll be working with this agent. I hope we are going to get a very good discount code. I asked them for them to prepare that one for me. If they give us a good discount code, maybe 10%, 5%, or 20%, I'll share all the details with you here. I'm waiting for them to approve that. So this is just for those who are watching live. You now have got the real gist. Yeah. So just get ready. They pay for you for everything until you get here. Some do it on your own. Ask that company to pay for you. Some, what most do, they will say, pay for your flight ticket. When you get here, you show them the proof, the receipt, or the flight details, whatever, yeah, proof of payment. Then they are going to refund you that money with your first income. You are going to get it at your bank. Okay, if Lynchy Sunka, that's true. I can't remember what I was talking about when this question popped. Diana Kulea, hi, lovely Snow. Are there hospitals or companies support when it comes to language or German language? Yes, they are. Please, okay, when this video is over and has been uploaded on YouTube, check tomorrow. There is one which does that. It's I think it's an agent. I saw it somewhere. They even have an email you can send them in English asking them if they can teach you the language. If I know they are now they are working with most foreign nurses from Poland who are Zimbabweans, Nigerians, Kenyans, South Africans, and nurses from Poland who want to come now and work in Germany. This company teaches them the language and pays their language in order for them to come here. So if you are not in Europe, Diana, please write them an email and ask if they can pay for your language. The information to this, the link in the description. Check it tomorrow. I think I will have this video will have uploaded, right? And then skin acid the grapes. I know there is always that one person, that one. Thank you so much. It's manageable in Germany. Expensive because it's like me getting, like how I'm employed as an employer. How much do you pay this person? It's very important. You have to pay for their medical aid and all that. So that full-time maid, like we used to have back home, or like what they have in UK, the nannies and stuff, in Germany it's expensive and they are very strict with that because there is a thin line between abuse and maid. So what a lot of people do here is having au pairs. By the way, I came to Germany as an au pair. So as an au pair, you only look after kids and you don't look after them full time. It's just 6 hours a day. You do not clean the house. You do not cook. You do not, you just look at the kids. Maybe you go to the playground, you babysit, nothing more. You don't even wash clothes for those kids. You don't even iron for them. So it's difficult. I remember when I was an au pair, my duty was to babysit from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock And then from 2 to 4, I had to iron. They asked me if it was okay. They to even make me sign, say, please, if it's okay with you, we just need you to iron dish towels and serviettes every day. Dish towels and serviettes. That was my duty. Sometimes I would iron the kids' clothes because for me it wasn't a big deal. And imagine, I love cooking, but I wasn't allowed to cook. Where I was an au pair, they had private chefs. So I would bake scones, muffins with the kids sometimes. Like, guys, there wasn't much. So it's here in Germany, having an au pair is a great thing. That's what is much better. And for that au pair, unlike a nanny who would need minimum 2,000-3,000 salary, an au pair, you pay less than 300, they get paid less than 300 euros every month. And your house has to be big enough to accommodate them. And also they have to have their bedroom, their own private bedroom. They can't sleep with any family member. They need their private space, and you also have to help them in paying for the language school. So maybe per module 300 euros. I'm not sure how much it costs now. So that's it. Yeah, au pairs are much better than having a maid. So otherwise, we do everything ourselves. A home. If I tell you what I do besides going to work, when I'm at home, I cook, I clean, I do laundry, I go grocery shopping. We take the child for activities like swimming, football, this and that. We plan holidays. My husband is responsible for making sure our cars are cleaned. The garden, he has to cut the grass, the flowers. Now he has to fix the tent outside. Summer is coming. The maintenance, we do everything ourselves. We repair things ourselves if something is broken. So yeah, having a maid here, guys, is not the it thing. It's expensive. So when you come here with your partner, make sure you guys are jacked up, like you help each other. Okay. Do you receive, German Life Unlocked is asking, do you receive the November, December salary too as a travel nurse? So what happens with us? In July, I get Urlaubsgeld, because Urlaubsgeld is vacation money, guys. We are now operating like July, August, end of June or end of July. We get money to you, like for our vacation in August. So it's not like you guys who get, I think some get 100%. If you're earning 2.5, you get another 2.5 or 2,000, something like that. With us, well, for my own side, I get 1,000 euros from my company. Yeah, that month. And then in end of November, December, end of November, I get another 1,000. So it's 2,000, but it's not every month. It also depends on your what you spoke about on your interview with that Zeitarbeit company. So for me, it's just 2K, but I'm happy because it's compensated by every month, Yeah, we get it also. Well, it's not for every Zeitarbeitness. It's different company to company. Some get 300. I've got a friend who works for a very good company. In her hourly rate is 55 euros an hour. Is it 55 an hour? Imagine, guys, when she does night duty, she just takes home 550 euros a night. And then for her bonus, this money which in German Life Unlocked means is we get bonus. We've got a 13th paycheck. For her 13th paycheck is just 300 euros. So they get 300 euros in June and 300 euros in November. So it's 600, and she doesn't even mind. She says, because every month I make extremely good money. She's happy about it, yeah. Evelyn Chisunga, hi Snow, what can you advise a qualified nurse with A2 German language certificate Can I apply to come as a volunteer or apply as an assistant nurse? You are already qualified, Evelyn. What you can do, if I were you, I would apply to come as a volunteer. I think it's quicker, it's easier, and you can just move in any time. Let's say you apply to a nursing home, a hospital, right? When you get there, isn't you are going to tell them even on your interview that I'm already a qualified nurse, so I want to orient myself in the to integrate myself in the German system. When you get here, maybe you just take maybe a contract for 6 months. You're now getting to know the place, do everything. When the moment you get here, you now apply for Anerkennung, which is grading your certificates. The process, I've got a video on that one, on one of my first videos. So when you grade your certificates during the Anerkennung, it might take even 6 months when you're here. That time, the moment, like 6 months you are doing your volunteer service, on the 7th month, you are now an automatic assistant nurse. So you'll be working as an assistant nurse until your the Anerkennung, you pass your Anerkennung, this one where you are learning the German. When you have done finished grading certificates and you have now done that oral examination, which you have to do, when they say now you are a German registered nurse, then you now on the ladder. So you see, I think that way it's much better. You move quickly and you are familiarizing yourself with this place. If you come as an assistant nurse, let's say you go to a place, they give you a contract, let's say 2 years, and they bond you, you do not like the place, you can't do your Anerkennung, you can't change that workplace, you can't move, because the moment you move, the foreign office says go back to where you applied from. Maybe I don't know where you are from, Chisunga, maybe you're from Zimbabwe or so, but I know it's an African surname. They will tell you go back to Ghana and start afresh. So you see, but if you say volunteer 6 months or 1 year, if you volunteer at that place and then you like it, just tell them, because they'll offer you accommodation. Then you tell them, I would like to do my Anerkennung here. So the company, they are now gaining a qualifiedness from you. So it's a win-win situation. Look into that. Elizabeth Dube, hi. No, I don't have O-level certificate, but I have a matric certificate from South Africa. Yes, if you've got matric certificate, it's also considered here. And I do not know where you are, what's your nationality. If you are South African, you've got South African documents, and so when you're applying from South Africa to here, it's actually easier. Very quickly, you guys, you like from South Africa, it's quickly to move here. It's not so strict compared to other African countries. Matric certificate is considered. If you would like a bit of information about how you can move here, how you do the Anerkennung, I did a video with Paulina Meso. She's South African, who did an Ausbildung in Germany and is now working as she's a doctor's assistant. If you go on that video, in the description, I think I put your Instagram handle. Just give just write here on your Instagram inbox. Or you can write me an email. My email address is on my profile, mhlangasno@gmail.com. Then I'll give you her one-on-one, like contact where you can ask her how you can do it if you are from South Africa. Stacks, my favorite snow really gist here. Network is glitching. Oh, yeah, I noticed a bit, but how is the network, guys? Can you still hear me very well? Martha, vielen Dank for the information. Bitte schon. German Life Unload. Evelyn, if you're already a prof nurse with A2, there is no need to apply for volunteer. Just get your PON, get sponsorship from hospitals. That's also another one. You can do it Yeah. 80% is different from what you have in the crowd. Patience is better, no rush. Yeah, you are right when you say no rush. Patience is better. In Germany, if you are in a rush, this is not your country. I don't know how I can explain this to you. The life isn't fast, guys. It's slow. South Africa is faster than Germany. If I'll be honest, like we still use the post now. If I want something, I can write a letter, guys, and I go to the post office and post it. Yet some countries will even say, for this contract, we just want a digital signature. We are still not yet there. So if one thing you need to have when you move to Germany is patience. Yeah. I managed to get an interview using your tips on how to write a CV and motivation letter. Thank you so much. Do you have any tips of what questions they might ask for me as a fresh graduate? Oh, congratulations, Sim Fit. Yeah, if I don't know whether it's nursing what you applied for, but to be honest, in the healthcare jobs, they are not so strict. Like you won't get questions like, what do you see yourself in 10 years? What are you going to improve for how are you going to improve our company? They don't ask such things here. Instead, with the question which almost every one of us has been asked is, tell us about yourself. You tell them where you come from. Oh, now I've seen it just popped. Okay, nursing. You tell them where you come from. Your hobbies are also important here. What you have done in your life, like in briefly, don't say, hey, that day when I went with my grandmother. No, no, no. Just tell them related to nursing. Let's say, for example, you took care of your sick relative at home. You say, so after high school, my auntie was sick at home, and I had to take my family was taking care of her, and through helping her with their day-to-day needs, nursing at home under a family, I grew the love for nursing, which motivated me to do my nursing Ausbildung. And because I'm someone who loves adventure and so on, I thought, let me just try Germany because I wish to learn the German language. I want to know about the German culture. That's why I've chosen to apply at a German hospital. If you are applying already in Germany, now you'll tell them that maybe I've done a volunteer work service. So it's what's pushing me to do the Ausbildung, because I've now had so much love for the nursing profession, and I know I can never be jobless in life. It's a job with a future, with all those nice things. You just have to be yourself, relax. And for the interview, don't go wearing a suit and tie or a two-piece. Wear your jeans and t-shirt. It's okay. Germans, because you'll go wearing a suit and there's someone who is interviewing you. Now we are almost in summer. They'll be wearing a t-shirt and bum short. That's how it is. I'm just letting you know. Like, just be easy. And they might ask you, like, where do you, like, do you know already where you'd like to work? Maybe you might say, oh, I'll be interested in the ICU. Or, just give them a bit of knowledge. You can just go and on you watch Grey's Anatomy, you can watch any health, or just look for on Google which are the interesting nursing departments. So you just familiarize yourself with you see all those things. You get to know about the system a bit, not just to say, I want to move to Germany so that later I'll get the German papers. No, no, that's not it. Okay, right? Can I apply for ZFR without any healthcare history, with only secondary certificate? ZFR, what's that? I don't know what it is, but I'm assuming it's something in the healthcare. Yes, you can apply with just secondary school. By the way, when I applied for nursing, I had zero nursing background. Before I came to Germany, I started culinary arts. So I was in the kitchen in food. I wasn't anywhere close to a hospital. I only passed integrated science it's okay. They consider you. What's important is that you prove that you have been to school. That's ordinary certificate is equivalent to 10 years. I think it's 10 years of education or so in Germany. It's okay. You can apply. Oh, Evelyn Chisuka, you're from Zambia. Muriwanj, yeah? I think you say Muriwanj. Zanga. Yeah. Okay. Getty. Hello. Do you perhaps have infos on specializing as anesthetic ICU nursing program with nursing honors degree? You are from Namibia. Okay, I did a video, Getty, with Mpomo Tobe. She's an ICU nurse. There is you if the video doesn't answer all your questions, leave a question under the video. I'll see it, then I'll get Mpo to respond to you. She's an anesthetic nurse here in Germany, so it was almost an hour long. I think I tried to answer all the questions that the people had that day. I'm just hoping they remove the 48 hours per week ban so we can work endless and get our money. What will exactly this thing that we in Germany we are limited. It's 40 hours, 48 hours. Like, oh, by the way, what German Life Unlocked means is we have in Germany we are limited. We can't work more than 48 hours a week, depending on where you work. Some even the contracts say 40 hours. It's like you can't do. You see, some countries like America or UK, they'll say, "Oh, I'm working and I'm working. At least I can take 10 extra shifts. I can do this." In Germany, we are limited. There is a strict on this work-life balance. A shift 8 hours. Night shift can be night shift. I do only night shifts. It's 10 hours. If you are in that 1 to 1 nursing, it's 12 hours. Nothing more, guys. When it's 8 hours, you take 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., you take your bag, you go home. If you do overtime for some places, like let's say you're contracted directly to hospital or nursing home, overtime, they are going to be adding you overtime, they give you off days. We tied up to much better because any overtime, it's money. It's a limiting, you see. So it's okay, let's see. Is there another question just popped up? Hey, from Zimbabwe, Unjani Makadi. I'm afraid to apply for voting by myself, my agent, because I don't know how to do recognition of my high school certificate degree. You can apply for the Ausbildung without agent. When you to Germany, the company already knows that you didn't do your Anerkennung, right? Yeah, the recognition is great. So what you have to do is when you apply for us to do everything, when you get your certificates to be taken for grading, some companies like where my brother-in-law came direct from high school, he finished A level 6 in November. The following year was in Germany, started doing lessons. So when he came, the company, they asked him to send his certificates to be certified. They were certified, and then he sent them the copies. They already asked in advance here for them to grade the certificates, the rare recognition, before he even got here. And now he's he's been 2 years already. Yeah, he got them last year. It took 7-8 months, but he was already here when the and everything came. What they wanted was that when he gets here and does registration, when in Germany, when you arrive, you have to register that I've arrived in Germany, I'm living here, everything. When he did that, they wanted the Aufenthaltstitel, your residence permit. That's what they wanted, so that he's down here. And then after when he had submitted that, it took about a month or so, month to two, the certificates were back home. Were back, they sent them to him. So it depends on like what the company is like. You do not have to do the grading before you get here, right? Look, maybe just options. If you can afford, you can get an agent that can help you. Some will take all that stress and trouble from you. Just to find out how much they charge, and then you are going to let them help you do that. Hi, sister. So if I work 12-hour shifts, and I do another institution, thanks. Yes, you can do a mini job. Some employers, they want you to let them know that you do a mini job. Let's say you work usually 12-hour shifts. This is that's one-on-one nursing. It's the one which usually has these 12-hour shifts. So you work 3 days a week. The other maybe 1 day a week or 2 days. You can work a mini job. Let's say you work in a care home, you can work in a hospital, Burger King, McDonald's, clothing shops like Zara, H&M, Gucci, Prada, whatever, where you like. Yeah. So your mini job, we will limit you to 520 euros a month. So it depends now. With 520, how many hours do you work? For me, when I used to work a mini job, I just had to do 1.5 days a month in order for me to make 520 euros. So it depends on the tables. They'll let you know, but usually it's not more than 4 days a month. So can I do overtime, sister? Yeah, you can do. For me, I do overtime a month, 2 days, just 2 days a month, especially if I want money. Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, it's allowed. It's allowed. Now, because there is staff shortage, they'll definitely need someone. But it limits you. You can't do a lot of them. Yeah. If you don't mind, which state or city are you in? I'm in Stuttgart. I live in the outskirts of Stuttgart, the home of Mercedes-Benz and Porsche. And that's in Baden-Württemberg in Germany. Okay, so there are still some questions here on Instagram, and the live is taking very long. Let me just say 7 more minutes and then I close off here. I hear making hair overseas is very expensive. How expensive is it, or should I just cut my hair? I will be relocating to Germany for my Ausbildung September this year. Thank you for the tips that you have shared over time. I'm happy to inform you that I passed my interview. I'll be starting my Ausbildung as a nurse in September. They wrote the name, so I can't mention the name when she's going. Congratulations, Roslyn. Yeah, hey, guys, just this. You see what I did on my hair? It's expensive in this country. We do it because we like it. Where I come from, braids, I think this I won't pay more than $20. Yeah, I think so. This is not even from a salon. It's someone who did me at home. I asked her to do me. In this country, you go to a salon to do braids, budget 200 to 300 euros, which is, I would say, almost 5,000 rands if you're from South Africa. In US dollars, I'll say maybe 200 to 300, 250 to 350 dollars, guys. And a packet of braids now costs 7 euros. This thing still traumatizes me. So, guys, it's really expensive. If you can bring your hair extensions from home, with time, if you are gifted, YouTube will be your best friend. You will learn how to do your own hair. Beauty isn't cheap in this country. Just to do, just this manicure, I pay 50 euros. It's not easy, it's not cheap, but we are women, we love looking good. We have to do it. For men, a haircut, it's about 20 euros, 20 to 30 euros, depending on your haircut, and it costs something. And then also from Instagram, Is Germany also like UK? Like the stories that we are hearing, when couples come there, they end up divorcing because of household chores and all that. How can we avoid this? We have just been, in brackets, my husband got a job offer in Germany. We are moving there in July and we love each other so much. I'm afraid that we might end up divorcing. Is that spirit also there? I can't say yes, I can't say no. This is individual, how you and your husband are. Since he moved here through a job offer, you maybe won't be working for some time. Maybe you're still navigating what you'll be doing. Just, pray. If you are Christian, pray to God, pray to Allah. If you're Muslim, whatever you believe in, it's just everywhere it's like that. But if you put God first, and also you are intentional about each other, you can avoid these things. We have seen stories of things that happening in UK. Like there was a story, I also saw it. I think this person is referring to the recent story of the guy who said, I think he stole money from the company, blah blah blah, moved with the wife to the wife came to UK as a through COS something what, and then the wife was now with a Nigerian guy. The guy was back home, and then they had to come later. The wife didn't want anything to do with him. The marriage went, and now the wife got stroke, and then that thing, and then they had to now they want reconciliation, and the family saying you should take the wife back and all that. Things happen. I'm sure in Germany here it has happened, though I've never heard of such stories, right? But just be equal, like how you do things at home, balance it. Chores here, like I said before, they are no mates are expensive. If you can afford one, then you'll have them. But most of the time, you do things yourself, and I would say focus on your home. Do things in your home, like balance, have time for each other. Working here is stressful. You are working a lot and stuff, you are tired, but try and do all those things together, like united. And also the friends that you're going to make here will also influence you, so be mindful on the friends that you choose. It's a new environment, you want to experience everything, have lovely people. If you can't make friends, just be friends with them on Instagram. They're lovely families. We see them here. They go outings. You see, oh, they went to visit this place. Honey, next weekend, let's go and see this place. There is a waterfall over there. You just go there. Like your family, make your family your best friends. Then things are going to flow. um there is nothing more that I can tell you. Like yeah, things do happen. Then was how much is the medical aid? Can just ordinary people like us afford it? We are moving to Germany and we are waiting for our employer to tell us more about the medical aid. I'm still waiting, should get the response by this week. And yeah, no, if you are employed, employer will tell you which medical aid they've prepared for you. That's usually the case, unless if you get here and you do not like the medical aid company that they've chosen for you, then you are flexible to choose another one. I do not know whether your medical aid is a private one or a government one. Gesetzlich, yeah, government one. So most of us have got the government one, which is the AOK, DAK, TKK. There are a lot of them. These ones, the salary, the medical aid fees are deducted from your salary every month. So you do not pay from your pocket out. Instead, when you get your salary, it's already deducted. And then there are private ones, which you also pay separately. And since the beginning of this year, the private ones are cheaper, which give you all those luxuries, So with the private, with the government ones, usually most employers are going to put you under that. But if you need extra things like for that extra dental things, what behandlungs and all those things, then you have to get an extra one. You won't pay much. We have got a family one. We pay less than 100 euros a month, and it's really worth it. It depends on what you want. Let's say 10 years or 10 years from now, you get an accident, your teeth fall off. The government medical aid doesn't pay for that, for teeth implants, but the private one will pay for it. So you look into it. Don't worry, your employer knows what they're doing. They're going to give you all that information. Is buying a car cheap in Germany, or should we just stick to public transport? We are just 1.5 weeks in Germany, still trying to navigate everything. Thank you for all the information you share here. It has opened our eyes. Please share more about the shops. We want to see where you shop your things. You just share bits and pieces on Instagram. We would like to know more about such things. We love your videos. Ncube family. Oh, thank you, Ncube family. Yeah, buying a car in Germany, people think because Germany has got German cars, they are cheap. Cars are expensive here, very expensive, but you can afford a car. So it depends. What do you need the car for? If you live a walking distance from public transport, like let's say a train or a bus, which takes you to your workplace in a very short space of time, then you might not need a car. If you've got little children, you need a car. Guys, moving around in winter with kids without a car, it's sometimes stressful. It's, we don't want the kids to feel cold. And if you live in a village, like us, we live in a village, a small town. So in order for us to get to the train station, it's 15 k's. So if I want to go to Stuttgart City, I drive to the train station, leave my car there, then take the train. So such places, a car is convenient. And I would say there are many ways on how you can buy a car. You can go and remove the plastics, brand new. Depends on whatever you want. You like what any brand you can get it and make, yeah. So if you want an ordinary car, like said, Ncube family, it's a family. I assume there are more than 2 people in that family. You want an SUV, a family car. Let me just say Volkswagen Tiguan, Nissan Qashqai, Hyundai Tucson, BMW X-Class. Budget, if you are buying cash brand new, anything from 50,000 euros cash. You depends on what you like, right? But you can buy it second hand. Second hand 10, 30,000 euros, whatever, right? So when you are buying, if you do not have cash, you can finance the car. You pay in monthly installments. Maybe you'll be paying 500 euros every month, 400, depends on the terms. Or you can lease if you love changing cars and you do not want that stress of insurance and what, then leasing could be your option. It's like you're renting the car for a longer period. Maybe you lease for 1 year, for 2 years. So every month they might say, we want 400 euros. Yeah, I have got a friend who leased a Porsche, a friend, church member. Yeah, she leased a Porsche for some time. For 1 year, she said, I just wanted to feel how driving a Porsche is. And she was paying 500 euros a month for that Porsche. So look to all those things. Like it all depends on you. Search around for cars. If to be safe, okay, we have done this. Bought second-hand car, but not from a person. Like these are the latest cars we have. Were all second-hand cars, but direct from the company. Wanted a BMW, went straight to BMW, found a second-hand car with 2,000 kilometers. It's a second-hand car, 2,000 kilometers. It has been driven for 3 months. It's now second-hand. And the price compared to the brand new one was unmatched, more than 20,000 euros difference. So look into such things. It really, really helps you. Otherwise, you can check on eBay. Second-hand cars, like Snow is selling a car. You just go and look on eBay, find them, meet up with them. Don't send money to anyone before you have agreed on anything and everything, right? So yeah, so with those, sometimes it could be tricky because someone can sell you a car which has got a problem and you can't identify it. But if you buy it from a dealer, you can go back to them and tell them, I've been driving this car for the past 3 weeks. Now I noticed this and this is happening to the car. They can take the car back, you get something else. So it all depends on you. Okay, then one more question. Say, how much can one budget for how much can one budget for groceries and just general lifestyle of a medium class family? We just want ideas on whether is the money enough or not. I would say I'm a medium class family, right? Groceries, and so it depends on what you eat. If you love meat like me, you're going to spend, because a kilogram of beef costs nothing less than 20 euros from supermarkets like Edeka, Kaufland. Yeah, they've got the fresh meat sections, but you can go and buy it from Turkish shops. We also have got African shops, Indian shops, which sell, for example, rice, not 1 kg, but instead 5 kg, 10 kgs, 20 kgs. You can buy it from there. It's way affordable. It's worth it. We also have got like farmers where you can buy things cheaper and it's genuine organic food. So there it's cheaper, usually in cities, maybe every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There'll be the farmers markets. They come and sell their fruits and vegetables and things. You can buy from there. Also, looking into buying in discount supermarkets like Aldi, Lidl, whatever, and in a month, I'll say maybe a family of, okay, we are a family of 3. I would say, let's say 100 euros a week should be enough for your family. So what I personally do is meat. I've got a freezer, not this one here, a separate freezer. We go to a farm in close to Frankfurt, which is 2 hours away. We buy meat, like I'll say beef, 20, 30 kgs, T-bone, ribs, pork, what. Then we slice it nicely. I pack it that old style. If you follow me on Instagram, you have seen such a video. Or sometimes I go to Turkish shops if I can't go to the farm. Turkish supermarket, they've got the butchers where they sell fresh halal meat. It's nice, it tastes better. Then I buy maybe a box of chicken drumsticks. It's 30 euros. Chicken wings, 35 euros. My husband loves gizzards, chicken gizzards. I buy 5 kilos. So, and then I eat fish a lot. I buy a box, then put this meat in the freezer. So I buy meat twice or thrice a year only. And then fruits, veggies, and so on. So if I do that with meat, I know bulk meat buying could be 300 euros once. Then 100 week for fruits, veggies. And it's not always 100. I budget 100. And sometimes when I'm checking my budget at the end of the month, I might notice that I didn't spend 400 euros. Maybe this month I spent only 250 on food. So it depends also on the season. What are we eating now? Now now it's getting warm outside. We'll be eating more salads, more fruits, and all that. So it won't be more expensive. So I would say, to be safe, just budget maybe 500 euros a month for food, because it's no longer cheap, guys. It's now expensive, and it depends on how much you eat, how you eat. So yeah, but to be safe, to be comfortable, think of breakfast, you've got snacks, you've got lunch, you've got lunch boxes, you've got dinner, you've got desserts. I'll say that's in a standard family meal, right? If you've got children. So if you are alone, then it's a different case altogether. I was asking my brother-in-law how much he spends, and he was saying in a month 200 euros, because he also gets takeaways, one or two. He can't go in a proper restaurant to eat alone. He would rather buy a McDonald's takeaway, which will cost him 10 euros. At home, he buys rice, 5 kilos, which will last him 2 months, 3 months. So, yeah, it's not so, yeah, it depends, but I'll say save 500 euros. And then, guys, the life has taken so much time. And now, let me just pick one or two questions here on Instagram and on YouTube here. It says, usually how long does it take to get a contract for Ausbildung? It depends, honestly, like with your company. If you apply, you get response, and then they'll tell you when they're going to give you a contract. Set it like this. Let's say you applied now for an Ausbildung in October. I think by July you should have your contract in hand, so that you've got enough time to apply for your visa. So I'd say 2 months. It depends on the company itself. To be safe, just ask them, like, whether can they like, how long will you get the contract. Yeah. Okay. Wow, typing from Kiel, Baden-Württemberg to border with France. That's beautiful. Actually, yesterday I had gone to France, in Strasbourg. We passed through Kiel over there. France is very close. Like where we live, guys, it's 1 hour some minutes to get to France. Is it okay to do Ausbildung, not nursing, with B certificate? Yeah, if you look, I've shared some Ausbildungs, the videos in my previous, I think last month or so, I've been sharing different Ausbildungs with different, different Ausbildungs, what their requirements are, and all that stuff. Okay, you can check it over there. And then, yeah, could you and then another one, it's which was about, wait, let's see. Dear friends, what's okay? It's about food. Those who know me from Instagram, I'm Bunting Mommy. So this person here was asking actually 3 questions that are similar. They're asking about can I share things like my meals, detailed recipes on YouTube? Of course, they are coming, guys. I'm working on them. I've done thumbnails. Yeah. Hey, time, my friends, time is not on my side. It's difficult. If you're working, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm the maid, I'm the family psychologist here, and the masseur. I massage people in this house. So to balance everything is difficult. But I promise, because you support me so much, I will also do the same. Guys, I can't answer all the questions. Let's see, maybe next week I'll have some time, and then I'll do another live chat. But otherwise, thank you so much. And by the way, when you are watching my videos, please don't skip the ads. When you don't skip the ads, you give me money. YouTube pays me. Then I use the money to buy data. So now I'll be doing this live video all this time without any internet problems. So you see, you watch the video, Sister Snow is happy. And when we reach a certain milestone, let me say 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a cash giveaway. That's the only thing I can do. Anyone anywhere in the world can receive that cash. So share my videos with your friends so that they subscribe and then you like them. And you might never know other big giveaways that will be coming. Yeah. Okay, one last question then so that I make Wilson Castor happy. Out and flag a helper ausbildung for migrating. Send a request. They need A2 German language. You see, someone has shared with us, they need A2 German language. So with B1, you already qualify if you've done it, okay? And also, I noticed some people will ask me on my videos like, where is the link? How do I see the link? So when you are watching my video, you will see, just under the title of the video, there'll be something like written description, or you just press more. There'll be more. You press more, you will see the description of the video. There will be links there. If it's an house building video, I'll be sharing where you can apply. If it's a job opportunity video, I'll be sharing the company name and so on. And also one big thing, tell me which videos would you like to see. I know career is definitely the opportunity and so on. I appreciate those so much. What else do you want to see? Do you like vlogs? Do you like travel? Do you like food? Like, so that I know what to plan and deliver. Okay, I'm still growing on YouTube, and you guys are my number one support system. So I would like to know from you what you think. Anyway, guys, 97 minutes. I clap hands for me. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's it. And I think I've got no more words to say, but by the way, one last thing. This channel is turning 1 year. 1 full year on YouTube, and we've gone so much. Expect a giveaway. Let's start off end of March. 1 year giveaway. Guys, in 1 year, I've gained 3,500 subscribers. We reached the 4,000 watch hours a while ago. We did everything, man, that YouTube wants from us, and because of you. So a giveaway, I'm going to do a video sharing, like telling you like what will be the giveaway all about. And yeah, just watch what you might, I want it to be very fair to everyone, Anyway, thank you so much. If you haven't done so, you see this thing like this, like this, you just go and click it. Even a comment to say thank you. Yeah, I would appreciate it. Or Life with the Fossils. I'm just seeing your comment. I'd like to see how our fellow Africans also living in Germany as a motivation. Vlogs. Snow, please. Yeah, I'll try my best. I'll try my best, Fossils, because vlogging, I forget the camera. Today we had a lovely activity. I remembered when we were coming back that I forgot the camera. I'm not used to these things. But with that, guys, now we've got a camera, you see? So I will deliver. Thank you very much for all the support, guys. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it so much. And if you've got any question, just leave it. Tomorrow I'll be sharing, there's a video coming up about a lovely side hustle, makeup and everything. If you like it, see you tomorrow. Please support me. Thank you very much. Have a lovely evening and bye.